Thank you for choosing a Murray Power Gas Water Heater. We are certain that you'll be very happy with your purchase and are pleased to offer you this video as a tool to assist your plumber with the installation of your unit. First, you should securely mount your water heater to the wall in its desired location. The location should be an indoor area with at least 2 feet of obstruction-free clearance from the top, bottom, and sides of the unit. The flame in the unit requires plenty of oxygen to burn cleanly and efficiently, so the area in which the heater is located should also have an air intake vent of at least 1.5 square feet. The unit should never be located in a sealed environment. Your gas water heater must be installed vertically with the water and gas connections at the bottom and the exhaust pipe at the top. Angled installation will cause a malfunction of the unit and can be a safety hazard. Install the screws based on the dimensions of the specific unit you are using. You should mount the screws directly into studs whenever possible. When not possible, be sure to utilize the expansion screws that are supplied with the unit. Never mount the unit directly to sheetrock without utilizing the expansion screws. Next, you should install your cold water supply. The fitting on the unit is 1/2 inch male FIP, so you can connect it using threaded female PVC or threaded female copper. But the most commonly used material is the braided metal appliance water lines available at most home improvement stores. For the purpose of this installation, we are using the braided metal hose. We recommend that you install a valve on the cold water supply to your unit, so you can turn off the water supply to the unit if it ever needs to be serviced, or if it will go unused for long periods of time. This will allow you to turn off the water supply to the heater without shutting off the water to the whole house. It is important that you utilize the supplied rubber gaskets on the water connections to avoid water leaks. Wrap the fittings on the unit with Teflon tape. Then gently tighten the cold water line. Over-tightening can cause damage to the unit. Now you can install your warm water connection using the same procedure as on the cold water supply. It is very important that if you are using PVC for your warm water return, you must use PVC of the type intended for use with hot water, commonly referred to as CPVC, as standard cold water PVC can melt at high temperatures. At this time, please insert the batteries into the battery case at the lower right side of the unit. Pay close attention to the polarity of the batteries as marked on the case. The battery at the rear of the unit should have the positive terminal facing down, and the battery at the front of the unit should have the negative terminal facing down. After the batteries are inserted, turn on your cold water supply to the unit and turn on a hot water faucet in the home. Check for and correct any leaks at this time. Listen for the clicking of the unit. This signals that the ignition is engaged and is telling the unit to ignite. If you don't hear any clicking of the ignition, double check that the batteries are installed correctly and that you are getting strong water flow through the hot water faucet. If you're not getting sufficient flow through the unit, common causes are insufficient water pressure or something may be obstructing the water flow through the unit. This unit requires a minimum pressure of 8 psi. Check the water inlet screen to confirm that no debris has been trapped inside the water line. The inlet screen is thimble-shaped and tucked up inside the tubing of the incoming water line of your unit. Once you confirm that the ignition is clicking, you can turn the hot water faucets back off. Next is the installation of the exhaust. It is extremely important that your water heater is properly exhausted, so please follow the instructions carefully. Proper venting is crucial for safe use of your water heater. But double-walled stainless steel pipe for Class 3 appliances, commonly referred to as Z-vent, is universally acceptable, so that is what we recommend. If you have a 5-liter or a 10-liter unit, you will need a 4-inch Z-vent. If you have a 16-liter unit, you will use a 5-inch Z-vent. It is very important that you use the correct diameter of vent pipe and not reduce the pipe size. Your water heater can be vented through the roof or it can be wall vented. In through the wall installations, the vertical pipe coming off the unit should run at least 12 inches before a 45-degree turn is made. After the venting is installed, you can connect the gas supply. Just like with the water supply, we recommend that you have a shut-off valve specifically for the unit so that you can turn the gas off to the unit without shutting off the gas to the whole home. The valve should be in the off position during installation. The gas connection is 1/2 inch. Black iron gas pipe or braided metal gas supply lines are available in the appliance section at your local home improvement store. They are acceptable for the installation. Wrap the gas inlet pipe with Teflon tape of the type intended for use with gas before connecting the gas supply. This is different than the Teflon tape intended for use with water and is usually pink or yellow in color. It is extremely important that you use a backup wrench at this stage of the installation, as over-tightening of the gas fitting can cause gas leaks. Do not over-tighten gas fittings. If the wrenches that you are using are two different sizes, the larger wrench should be the backup wrench and the smaller should be the wrench you use to tighten the fitting. Once the fitting is installed, the gas line can be connected. You must also use a backup wrench at this stage. After the gas connections are made, you can turn the gas valve to supply the gas to the unit. At this time, you must check for gas leaks by both smell and sight. First, spray the gas connections with soapy water. If you see bubbling at any of the connections, this is indicative of a gas leak, which must be corrected by reconnecting the fitting and/or gas line and then retesting. If you don't see any bubbling, wait a few minutes and then check the connections by smell. Remember that both propane and natural gas are heavier than air, so check for leaks by smell beneath the unit as well. Check carefully for gas leaks before using your water heater. After you have verified that there are no gas leaks, you are ready to use your water heater. Turn on the hot water in your home and start enjoying instant, endless, and energy-efficient hot water right away.